exactly why it's found on that.
Because why would he even want to know?
Lopez, Gervonta Davis, are you ready to go through these fights?
Winner versus winner, they make this, and if we watch box, like how many years we're waiting, like Pacquiao versus Mayweather, how many years we're waiting Wilder versus...
Gervonta Davis didn't hold back after seeing Manny Pacquiao's recent training clips. He questioned why someone at 46 would return to the ring, calling the comeback risky. Davis also warned that today's fighters won't take it easy on Pacquiao, showing real concern about what could happen if Manny steps back into serious competition.
He got it.
Be careful with what you wish for.
Yes. For sure. For sure.
Gervonta Davis, known as one of today's most powerful and dangerous lightweights, hasn't been shy about the idea of facing Manny Pacquiao. While he respects Pacquiao's legacy, Davis has made it clear he doesn't see the matchup as a major challenge. His confidence isn't personal, it comes from a fighter's mindset and the belief that today's generation brings more speed, power, and intensity. For Davis, taking on a 46-year-old Pacquiao wouldn't just be a big moment in his career, it would be a chance to show the strength of the new era in boxing.
Him and then fighting somebody like Pacquiao it'll give me hope for sure. It doesn't matter who I fight. It doesn't matter. As long as I put on a good performance whoever I fight, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that.
In an interview after announcing his fight against Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao kept his options open when asked about facing other big names like Ryan Garcia. He took a careful, one-step-at-a-time approach, but didn't rule anything out. That small hint of possibility has sparked talk that Pacquiao might be considering more than just one fight. It's a sign he's serious about this return and not just stepping back into the ring for a farewell.
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys?
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this like I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk like.
In his interviews, Manny Pacquiao has made it clear, he's never been one to back down from a challenge, even at an age when most fighters have already retired.
Any possibility that you would go back in the ring and fight someone like a Tank Davis?
If you want, and if you come up to 147, then we can fight.
He can't meet you at 140?
145 maybe. Not a problem for me, because I'm an experienced fighter, so.
Even before confirming his comeback, Manny Pacquiao mentioned names like Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and Conor McGregor as possible opponents. These choices showed not just his competitive drive, but also smart business thinking. Each of them brings big-name appeal and the potential for massive pay-per-view success.
So I'm not sure how true this is, but supposedly Manny Pacquiao's coming out of retirement. And these are the three names that he's interested in fighting. And now, of these three names, which one do you think is the best matchup? Conor McGregor? That would just be a money grab. Everyone knows Manny Pacquiao's skill level is way above Conor's. Tank Davis? Nah. Manny Pacquiao would get knocked out by Tank Davis. I'm telling you right now, Tank would catch him, and Manny's going night-night. Now, Ryan Garcia is the fight that makes the most sense in my opinion. If you guys remember, this fight was heavily rumored at one time. And I think it might even been booked at one time, but it fell through at the last minute. And it makes the most sense to happen. Ryan Garcia is a big name currently in boxing. Style-wise, they match up perfectly. And it's a fight that could go either way. If Ryan Garcia wins, he adds a big name like Manny Pacquiao on his resume. And I know he's coming out of retirement, but still, that's Manny Pacquiao. And if Manny Pacquiao wins, he adds to his legacy and inserts himself right back in the title run. So again, these are just rumors, and I don't know if Manny Pacquiao's really out of retirement. But if he is, the fight that makes the most sense is Ryan Garcia.
Behind the scenes, industry insiders say a fight between Gervonta Davis and Manny Pacquiao isn't just a fantasy. Both camps are reportedly open to talks, if Pacquiao looks strong against Barrios. For Davis, stepping into the ring with a legend like Pacquiao could take his career to the next level.
Your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh, so, okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And it's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
I'm just going to rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at a heavier weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Tank fight Lamont Roach, take a knee, draw. Grease and eye.
MMA legend Khabib Nurmagomedov recently shared his thoughts on the current state of boxing, and he didn't hold back. He expressed frustration with how the sport is being run, criticizing promoters for focusing more on flashy names and big profits than on fair competition or fighter safety. In his view, fights like Pacquiao versus Barrios are more about hype than true sporting value.
Winner versus winner, they make this, and if you watch box, like how many years we're waiting, like Pacquiao versus Mayweather, how many years we're waiting Wilder versus Tyson Fury, they have like 100-0, 100-0, like people beg, hey, please make this fight, and it's like...
Boxing great and promoter Oscar de la Hoya has expressed strong concern over Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring at 46. He pointed out that preparing for a high-level fight at that age is extremely demanding, and the body takes much longer to recover. According to De La Hoya, what Pacquiao really needs now is rest, not the strain of another intense training camp.
You have to remember that. So give your body some rest. Rest right now is Manny Pacquiao's friend. In between training, in between sparring sessions. There's no shame in taking a day off or two, Manny. Trust me. Let your body relax. Let your body rest. He'll do fine. He's experienced. He's got obviously the power because it never leaves you. The speed I'm a little worried about, but I think, look, Barrios is a live dog. He's a world champion, and he's no slouch. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I wish Manny all the best. I'm not sure who's going to win. I really haven't seen Barrios, but I think Barrios, the youth is obviously with him in his corner.
Rising star Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez shared a blunt take on the upcoming Pacquiao versus Barrios fight. While he acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary status, Rodriguez predicted a one-sided match in favor of Barrios. He believes that youth, activity, and hunger often outweigh experience. I think Mario's going to go in there and really dominate Manny, he said. Manny's a bit too old now, but of course, he's still a legend.
Mario's gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but he's a legend. He really did what he did, so I really don't see a reason for him to come back. But if he wants to get in the ring with Mario, then I guess Mario has to show him that youth. He has a youth, and Manny Pacquiao should have just stayed retired.
Yeah. That's what a lot of fans are saying, and are still kind of disbelief. But even looking at social media and the fans, they're thrilled just to see him back. So just to have him in the ring, and fighters at that age are not competing.
I think that just says a lot about the type of fighter Manny Pacquiao is, the stardom he has. He's what, 46, 47?
He's 46.
And people are still excited to see him fight. So that just says a lot about him and what he's done in his career. So like I said earlier, to see a friend I grew up with fight Manny Pacquiao is just going to be pretty cool. And it's the same night. So it's a huge night for San Antonio boxing.
Barrios holds key advantages in age, height, and reach going into this fight. At 28, he's more active, sharper, and physically fresher than Pacquiao. His longer reach could help him control the pace, keeping Pacquiao at a distance while taking advantage of any openings that appear.
Breaking news, Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is official for July 19th in Las Vegas for Barrios' WBC welterweight title. After 4 years off from pro boxing, Pacquiao will try to become the oldest active world champion in boxing at 46 years old and one of the oldest champions in boxing history. Now, this fight has been rumored for quite a while. They tried to make it last year after Pacquiao had an exhibition with Rukia Anpo, but they were never able to finalize a deal. But earlier this year, they re-entered negotiations and they finally made it official now. Now, in terms of the fight itself, Barrios, he's going to have a huge age and size advantage. The guy is 29 years old, right in his physical prime. He's probably going to weigh around 160, 165 pounds on the night of the fight. Whereas Pacquiao, like I said, he's 46 years old. He won't weigh over 145 pounds on the night of the fight. And Barrios, he's just gonna try to stay behind the jab and the straight shots and use that youth to win in the fight. Now, what I will give Pacquiao is he does have a huge IQ advantage, and Barrios' defense didn't look that great in his last fight. But still, the age is the main factor, but you guys let me know. Are you excited for Manny's return, or is it too risky at his age?